Hello, good morning. Welcome to an early stream. I'm used to streaming this early. Don't know how well it's going to do. Don't know if anybody's going to be able to watch it or other people in other countries and whatnot. Once again, slightly different setup. It seems to be, it's just the way it is at the moment. There's a lot of experimental. You might notice we're playing around with audio settings a lot. The main conclusion is I need to get a new mic at some point. But that's going to have to wait, I'm afraid. But got a new camera position again. Hello, good morning. Welcome to an early stream. That's weird. I'm used to streaming this early. Don't know how well it's going to do. Don't know if anybody's going to be able to watch it. Oh, that's weird. I was trying to... I thought I closed that down. I'm trying different software and things now. Give me a moment to get myself sorted. I say a moment. I'd said in the tweet I was aiming for 9, and it's 1:15 now. So, we've been running a few different programs, which part of me worries. I've got a couple of little plugins for the audio, which hopefully improve the quality a bit. You might notice this a bit louder when I was reviewing the previous ones, particularly on once I'd uploaded them to YouTube. I found they were generally a lot quieter than other videos. Well, the balance was all right, was fine. It was just generally quieter, I found. Yeah, I also don't like the fact. I feel like it's weird because where the camera is now. It's not 100%. I don't think it's going to be a perfect camera. I think this one's pretty good. I've got camera there, screen here, and I've actually got my tablet open just below the camera with the chat on. Which in fact, let me use as my primary chat device. See, there's one less thing to have open on this screen over here. I'm also using the studio mode on OBS, which allows easier transitions. I can kind of switch back and forth quite easily. Instead of just manually clicking as I was doing before. It allows me to preview the screen previously. But it does mean the screens are a bit smaller, which is a bit tricky too. Yes, please shout if the sound isn't right. I'm using a couple of programs in the background, which part of me is worried that they're going to cause issues with the actual stream, but I don't. Should be all right, I think. Yeah, everything's looking stable. Again, I had some stability issues when I first switched on, but I think that looks like it was down to the recording. So I'm relying on Twitch to save my recordings properly. And so far, I've been just transferring them straight from Twitch to YouTube. And it seems to work all right. You can do some amount of editing. So if you watch my previous streams on YouTube, you'll find I cut out the middle, the first opening bit. And in my last stream, it ended up being split into two because there were some technical difficulties in the middle. And I stopped and started, and I basically cut those out. So it should be a better experience watching on YouTube. For this stream, I think I'm probably going to try changing them into like 1 hour episodes. Maybe release them, or at least 5 or something like that at a time, or something to that effect. Not drip feed them out particularly. A lot of it's just experimentation. It's tricky. Obviously, I don't have a huge amount of followers at the moment. So it's difficult to get feedback on what works and what doesn't. A lot of it at the moment is really more to do with getting the content right. So yeah, if you do let me know if there are any issues with the sound and whatnot. I know there's no game audio just this minute because it doesn't like it when I click away. So part of today, I may or may not be aware, but Sega they've been doing it for a few years, like a, what is it right to call it a promotion? They call it Make War Not Love. It's like a kind of anti-Valentine's Day thing. I think last year for Warhammer, this was the day they released Isabella von Carstein. But today they're doing, you can get some free games if you, this isn't sponsored at all. I'm far too, just to get that clear and out of the way, I'm far too small for anybody to want to give me any kind of promotion. But I saw they were doing this, and I didn't have much, I haven't streamed for a couple of days, and I've been fiddling about with the more background side of things. Just trying to work stuff out. But they've got Sega have got this like a little promotion if you sign up on their website I think it's makelovenotwar.com. But you get a couple of free games. They're just kind of like Sega Mega Drive classics, just simply for signing up. But there is some each day if they have a target for playtime. Now, you don't have to stream like I am. Just needs to be playing the games, and I believe it's Total War Warhammer, Total Warhammer 2, Dawn of War 3, Company of Heroes, and I forget what the other one is. But I don't care because I'm playing Warhammer 2, obviously. But they have a little target, little goal, and let me just transition. I've got like a little screen with that open on. Oh, that's okay. All right. I can't see that quite so easily. Let me just transition now. I can't. Is there an easy way for me to see that? Interact. Oh, I don't know how that. Hang on. Let me transition to that again. I've got, like always, if you see me looking off into the distance on the left, I've got the stream up on my main TV so I can monitor it and stuff. It's like, OBS is live, a straight up. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I can get the stats there. I'm using OBS I'm just using the website as a source and putting it in there, but it cuts off the bottom. I changed the orientation, so I've got like a preview screen that I can interact and look at. I don't seem to be able to scroll down. You're not really seeing much anyway. The main stats are there. You can see where the target is. 50... What's that? 500 hours? 500,000? Oh, you can't see when my mouse clicks over. Maybe there's a better way of doing this. There looks like 500,000 hours required to meet today's target. I'm up to 612 in 25 minutes, so... But I believe today what they're unlocking is... oh yeah, you can kind of see when I hover over these things. It's Days Bundle. Oh, and the picture isn't there. Oh, that's interesting. Well, you get a voucher for 75% of Dawn of War 2 Retribution, but you've also get I believe it's the Grim and the Grave DLC, which I've already got, but I don't know exactly how that's going to be given to you. If it's possible to be gifted, I've got a friend who doesn't have much of the DLC for this game. So anyway, that's a thing, and it's really oh, I can't look at the stats now. Competition stats. It's weird. It's annoying because it's not like a proper browser. I can't scroll through it. There's probably a better way. Of course, I could just show the window. I'm trying to get it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We can keep an eye on that as we go. But so we can check out later, see how it's going. Okay, so the stream seems stable and such. Okay. Now to what we really care about. Total War. And what we had turned 30. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't have a look around. I didn't send it to you. I got the game loaded up. I thought, let's have a quick look around. But I said I was aiming for 9. Still ended up being a rush. Had my alarm set for 7, but I don't do great in the mornings. So hopefully, we'll happy for an easy, chilled out thing. So I think it was Saturday when I last streamed this. It's very bad of me for waiting that long. I'm hoping to get into a bit more of a pattern where I end up streaming most days.
The goddess wills.
Always seems to be a bit laggy. Right, so I think at the end of the last stream we took this. But towards the end of the term we've got a skull there, so we've almost got this complete capital now. We're not at war with the Southern Sentinels. I don't really want to go with war with them particularly. I think they've but they've got 2 settlements by the looks of things. Let's have a look. Yeah, they've got 2 regions and the other one's next to me. If that was our only settlement, it wouldn't bother me so much because they're at war with the dwarves as well. So I kind of want to be friendly with the dwarves. They haven't got any good allies, so it's not that big of a deal. But I am also wary about getting distracted by them when I really want to.
Pestilent aura.
Well, I want to finish off the Clan Pestilence, so we'll work towards. We'll work towards that. So our Skulk's up there attacking Itza, which doesn't bother me because I don't especially want to go to war with Itza, but I'd be happy if they weren't there. Although they are trading with me. I do have I believe I've got a hero who's off exploring a bit. And there's a skull there we'll have to pick up. I think we did end it last time. I tend to end it with at the end of a turn, so we could just click end turn and hope nothing's been forgotten. Still trying to get my positioning and such. A combination of being lined up with the camera and being comfortable. Because one of the things I found like the last week, I thought I had it all set up, but then when you go back and look at the video, I think it was more the first stream particularly, with the position I was in, my usual. It's one of those things, it's like, how do you sit when you're playing games? When you think about it, I don't know. You think, oh, I just sit like this. But really I sit like this, or something. It doesn't help the camera, the live camera's all the way over there. So when I look over there, I'm obviously not looking at the camera anyway. Oh, and now I'm kicking wires. So professional. Oh my image when I first thought of starting this is just like, right, I've got to try and be as professional as possible. Let's not try and be too much of a noob. Try and make the effort, and I don't know, just making up as I go along. Abandoned Sphinx. Despite the best efforts of our chief necrotect, one of our tombs has started to sink back into the sand once more, before giving up its illustrious arcane secrets. If we do not act quickly to shore up its entrance, we will risk losing everything we have gained thus far. Oh, man. Let's go with the Sacrifice of Warriors. That's a lot of growth to lose. We could deal with the casualty replenishment because we can just recruit new units. And 8% is better than -8, because -8 probably... I mean, that's probably 30% or more in some settlements. Yeah, let's reinforce the truth. Problem is, you can't actually check his stuff, can you? Oh no! Oh, my necrotech was wounded. Is there an easy way? Does it show me growth on here? No, it just shows me... oh no, 100 growth. Well, that's alright. 100 growth there. 82 there. Okay, so maybe it's not as much of a difference. I mean, there it's a quarter of the growth there I would have lost. Well, he's wounded, but he's not dead at least anyway. Oh, I should have looked at my... So we haven't got any books of Nagash yet. We haven't awakened a legion or whatever. Right, only entirety of 3 provinces. That's one of the main reasons to go after the Southern Sentinels. They don't have walls there. Oh, that's a port. We weren't bothering upgrading the port just yet because we haven't got huge amounts of money. The money's starting to come in a bit though. How's a public order doing here? I mean, we've got a public order building there which we can upgrade, which is probably worth upgrading the first once we can. We need to, yeah, we need to go to war with the Southern Sentinels. Losing that character is kind of annoying because he was our scout. He actually came and took down the walls of this place, which allowed us to come in. Plus, his necrotecs are great just because they can, the later skills can give you extra constructs. Right. Oh, we got an extra level here. Do we rush down here? These are really good skills, a lot of these, but I really do want to just quickly get up to that. I think I will do that, otherwise it's going to be ages before we get it, just because I like the extra healing. And then we can just focus purely on her kind of main row. What law are you? Lord Light. Okay, cool. I possibly should have merged units and such. It's getting to that point now where it's difficult to merge my units because I have to lose the experience.
Khalida.
Right, let's get you moved out halfway. Oh, does I? Does I? Oh god, that was terrible English.
Come.
So, oh yeah, that goes down quite a bit, doesn't it? Doesn't matter, it's only 2 units. What happens if I go into that stance? Okay, no, we'll do that. We'll go into that stance, we'll make a little movement. Then we can replenish 2 turns and maybe move there, and then we'll try and rush in after that. I believe... So the Southern Sentinels are at war with Skrull and the Dwarves. I might even ask the Dwarves if they'll pay me to go to war with them. We'll see if that ends up being a thing. We're not willing to get trade with the Citadel. Oh, you're...
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
You're at war with the Lawmasters, which is good. 'Cause I do want to go... They've got a Book of Nagash.
Wisdom awaits. I
And
fear
I'm
your
trying
lich
to...
priests have done you a great disservice.
Trying to be friendly with these guys, but they're not willing to... It'd be nice going to an alliance and I could tell them where to go to war with. And we can kind of coordinate. Yeah, I think that'll do. Oh, we've also got this army who'll be fit and ready to go next turn. That Tomb Prince. Do you have any heroes we can recruit? Nope, yeah, that's our limit. We're 10 more turns before the next dynasty. Oh, I bet you there was a plan. Oh, I tell you.
The goddess wills it.
Ah.
Asap smiles on us.
I need to get that. I can't pass it up. Oh, you have to go the long way round.
Undead march.
Dragonbane Gem. Ooh, fire resistance 30%. Which is good because all the Tomb Kings come with a weakness to fire, 25%. So I don't know how that works. It's that effectively counter it. I don't know if it's just like the minus 25%. So we actually get a net 5%. Or if it's 30% of the 25. Yeah, doesn't matter. And well, come back, I guess. Yeah, but the extra 3,000 is absolutely amazing, considering there's basically six turns of growth. Where's my? Did I not have another Tomb Prince? Oh, Mystery Island. Always lots of islands. I think when we get our third army, I'll send them after islands a bit. Oh, you're further up, aren't you? So this is our guy.
I keep my own counsel.
Who's exploring. Now, I'm not sure which way the best way to explore is. Now I'm going to straight up. I want to beeline for the High Elves because I'm going to be able to ally with them. Well, no, not allies. Trade. Trade is what we want, but I think I want to make contact with Hexorotl as well. Oh, there's the Wandering Army.
Blackheart.
Mortgen, Wrathbringer of Haskinesh. A mixture of Chaos and Dark Elves. Oh, that looks nasty. This would be... Oh, that's not a bad one actually. +1 recruitment capacity for all heroes. Okie dokie. But both of these are good. Because I think once we get a few more armies, it might be worth splitting a couple of them off to go through the Southlands and work our way up. And while we work up the coast... I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but... once we get to maybe 4 armies, we can have 2 armies going up here, 2 armies going through the Southlands, or something like to that effect. So I do want to explore the Southlands, see what's what. Right, okay, now let's see, what can we spend our money on? Let's have a look at the... Right. 18 turns for that, 2 turns for that, but we'll probably wait again for our next army. This is why we want to look before building a citadel. Which one's a citadel? Is that the... I'm guessing that's... Oh, no, the citadel is one of these buildings. Which is... It's... that's the one. Which I do like these. I'll have to... build them. I have a feeling, actually, in the long term... I mean, it doesn't really matter where your recruitment hub... I think it's worth having a place that... I suppose it doesn't really work the same for 2 kings. You often want to have a recruitment hub, and it makes more sense to have it in a bigger place where there's 4. Maybe? I'm not sure. It'd be more ideal to have. I know maybe it doesn't matter if it's 4 because there's only 2 settlements. You only need to really have. You just kind of want a place where you can get the local recruitment, and by beginning, you need to be able to want to get these 2 buildings as well. You get the extra experience for all units, +1 recruitment capacity. Oh, that adds the Lord recruit rank. Sorry, not recruitment capacity. Oh yeah, local recruitment capacity. Yeah. That will give you extra hero and Lord recruit rank. So by having those 2 buildings, we also want 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can't actually build them all in unless you've got a 10. When I was playing the Mortal Empires campaign, you had Lamia, which is a 10 settlement province, which Yeah, you can build everything you want then. Oh, we'll have to think about that when we get to it later. It's just nice so you can get the recruitment capacity from all in one place, you know, so especially when you come to building new armies and such. Well, let's increase the public order. We're gonna, yeah, we want to reduce the untainted as well. Plus this will give us carrion. Maybe it is worth, but that's a 3,000. We are going to need to build this up sooner rather than later. We've got this one here. We're going to want to begin some of the higher tier buildings soon. So maybe I'll save the money actually, because then we can start. There was a reason we upgraded that one, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was. It's because I think I wanted to get that upgraded. It's a lot of money. It's 10,000 to get up to Temple Guard. And they say the units didn't cost or anything, but the buildings are expensive. Yeah, I'll save up to... Yeah, I think saving up's generally a good bet. Of course, the Chamber of Visions has some really nice buildings. Yeah, I want to say that's what we were thinking about as well. I should have watched the end of the last stream actually, just to remind myself where we were. Yeah, 3,000 for this. Yeah, extra 5 canopic jars a turn. We're going to want this as soon as possible, I think. How much money have we got? We've got 2,004, so next turn we'll be able to afford it if we... And I'll get rid of this. Because I was always had to get rid of that, get a bit of extra money. Brilliant plan. Right, I'm going to change these notifications now. I don't think I need to be warned when there's settlement upgrades that are needed. Let me do the garrison lord not moved, because I wouldn't want to forget that. Because I'd prefer to, you know, I often have a quick look to see what's what anyway. And you can see easily from here that there's buildings to be made. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's fine. God, I need multiple tablets, I think. It's, yeah, I can understand the need for why people use a second computer and whatnot. It's funny, when I have the Twitch, the dashboard stuff open on my browser. I mean, the browser uses up a lot of CPU, and I can replace a certain amount of it with... I mean, I can... you know, I can have the chat open on my tablet. I can switch over to the stats, but I can't see how many people are watching if I have it minimized. Yeah. See those orcs coming. See, that will really ruin my day if, like... Oh, I think the orcs are at war with the Clan Skyra. Which is the only thing I'm kind of... the only thing that's... I'm a little worried about getting attacked from that angle because I haven't got any armies nearby, and I would rather have Teclis kind of protect my back, but he's not really doing much. Right, the Lich Priests of the Mortuary Cult have left their necropoli in search of servants to aid them in their holy work. The incantations of preservation must be maintained. and furthered. However, not everyone is suitable candidate for work. Who can we spare? Ah, this Winter Magic starting amount plus 20 is really good. I feel like it's a little early because our mages just aren't that powerful at the moment, and I'd rather say the canopic jars, I think. Yeah. Yep, I might regret that. I'm gonna go into the next battle, roll a 2 for the Winds of Magic, and then wish I had an extra 20. Right, I was gonna look at something. My mind I just went a blank. Iron.
What?
Oh, that was it. Well, we got. I noticed. Sorry, we got 153. Then we get an extra 5 from characters. That's probably my explorer guy, which is good. I think getting this a passive. Yeah. The vampire coast. So as a side goal, we've got to wipe these out. We've got to wipe out all the vampires. Don't like vampires. Or Khalida don't.
Come then. Ibarus shall rise again.
Yeah, we lost out on some good replenishment, but should be alright. Right, this army's going to move now as well. Can I actually reach there? No. No, so let's move you up to here. Oh, do I have... Oh no, I've already got the regiment renowned in. Let's just go in ambush, just because why not? Might as well. I'm not gonna raid, and we'll probably prepare one of the sentinels next turn. Right, before I get sidetracked and forget, let's build this, and that will give us an extra 5 canopic jars a turn. Bunch of untainted, which isn't an issue in this region, but and then we can upgrade that later. Excellent, I think that'll be good. Our income's just gone up, jumped up quite a bit. I wonder if that's to do with trade. I think we might have. I should really make more of an effort to have a look through my events. Oh, there we go, yeah. That's probably helped. That good old trade income. Yeah, let's do this. It's only 500. Take one turn. Extra growth, extra income from trade. Yeah, this will be this will be a good testament to get built up, I would say. Oh, I've encountered another faction. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's weird. He's wounded, right? Huh. But he got a rank even though he's wounded. I know they all kind of get a bit of experience every turn. I find that funny that he got it even though he was dead or damaged. Right, let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can get some kind of non-aggression star. Wow. Why would you not like? But that's interesting. Necromancy isn't even art. Technically, it's not necromancy, I don't think. I mean, it's not our fault. We didn't choose to be raised from the dead like this. I feel, oh, do we still have a negative modifier to our leadership? And yeah, that treaty with Skyra. I got a non-aggression pact with him. I feel like that's going to bite me in the arse.
This night.
And no, I'm not gonna even consider trade with them. Okay, that's good. Sorry for being a bit slow actually, I just getting reorientated to the game, remembering exactly where we were. You come up with all these plans and such. What are you doing, Techless? Go and kill some orcs and some Skaven. At least, oh, shit. Skyra and Clan Pestilence have confederated, which means those Skaven at the north of my territory, which I was hoping wouldn't go to war with me, are now at war with me by default. Huh. Let's see what that means, how many extra territories they've got. Maybe that means Skyra was actually getting beaten up. Maybe Skyra didn't actually have that many territories. Maybe the orcs were giving them a proper beating. Let's see what that actually means then. They damage my walls, which... Great Incantation of Tahoe. Which one's that? Oh, yeah. It just says expires. Because it surely expired after 5 turns. Yeah, that seems like an odd wording, because it wasn't in effect anymore, it's just we were waiting for the cooldown. Okay, so let's... What? I guess the problem is anyway, we don't know... I feel like there should be a question mark here. Ah, they've suddenly gone up to 8 settlements.
Bring decay!
Luckily though, I think that's the only one that borders me. And hopefully the orcs can deal with them. I no longer have an agreement. Ah, if I knew this was going to happen, I could have cancelled my treaty with the Clan Skyra, made other people more happy with me. It doesn't matter. They're strength rank 1. Little worried they're going to be a bit too dominant. Oh, I'm strength rank 2 though. I don't feel that strong. Yeah, so I don't... If I'm going to guess where the rat men are... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's one here, so that'd be 6, 7, and maybe one up here. Which I think's fine. It looks like they took... Yeah, they took the altar of the horned rat. Which I would like, because these are the ritual sites for the Vortex campaign, and although that doesn't really bother us, we get extra canonic jars from those buildings, so they're still worth taking. Right.
A loyal servant.
Let's improve net of Amantok, because that's the main reason we've got this going.
Your advice.
Hey, servant sentinels. I want this settlement. I'm not really going to piss anybody off, I don't think, by attacking you. And in fact, let's ask the dwarves.
Ready.
Hey, dwarves. Because it'd be nice if I could... Well, I should be able to get trade with them at some point. I'm not sure which is the key settlement to be able to connect up our territories. The mountains are a bit funny, but...
And what can the Dawi do
I wanna
for
be
you
your,
on this fine day?
How would you like me to join your war against these guys? Oh, you have a moderate chance. Will you give me some money? A little bit of money? Oh, moderate. Let's maybe if we could send it up to low and just... It seems petty, these lower amounts, but I mean that's an extra turn's worth of income.
Be gone.
Be gone. Be nice to just get a little token amount anyway. Plus, they should like us more?
Don't think so.
Maybe I'll do it as a gesture.
Be gone.
Oh, they don't care. No, I am. Sort it. They'll just like their military actions against him. Rancid flesh is still flesh to us. Does that mean they eat undead? I mean, we haven't really got any flesh. We're just really just bone. We're a bit older than the other ones, but does that mean they eat zombies and such? I'm sure that can't be good for them. Declare war. Do we care which army goes in first?
Mine will.
Well, Khalida's the badass. Can you actually read? You can actually read. Which case? Oh no, but we'll do that, and then we'll encircle and bring the other army up, and I'll fight this battle no matter what. I won't auto-resolve it because I don't really trust the auto-resolve anyway. But we have a, we can have the first battle of the day. I've been
King of Mehekara. Legions, move!
Strike like the
well, how long have we been going for?
Honey!
What am I thinking? Yeah, I mean we'll be going for an hour, including the early time. So
to battle.
I should have saved it first. I always try and quick save it just in case it crashes or something like that. So and I bet you sod law the one time I don't is the one time I actually end up crashing. So the power bar wasn't showing an overwhelming victory anyway, but you know, it shouldn't be so. This should be an easy enough battle just because of the archers. It's always a tough, mind you. There are woods there, but luckily I think that those woods are in my side. Bit of an odd map, this one. I have a funny feeling. I think I played it. I think the reinforcements are just gonna kind of come in from a tiny corner. We've got chariots in the reserve army, so possibly race them up here and get some rear kind of attacks on. They should all be on their side, coming in together, deploying together. Why oh, this might be... So I'm just rearranging some of my windows over here. They were trying to work out a bit of an optimal kind of path to how do I want my second screen set up. A lot of different windows, it's not being able to see everything. Yeah, that should do. Awesome. Ah, well, 15, extra 20 would have been a waste. So I'm not going to regret that decision particularly. Oh, this has got that weird bridge. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. I say it's a shame you can't fight over the bridge, because you think like, oh no, I'm attacking them, but it's like deploying the other side of the bridge. What a good choke point. Ha! And then these guys come in from this side where, so they chose to cross the river, not at the bridge. Okay, makes sense.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
Oh, let's stick you guys in the middle. Let's group you up. Let's get my archers in the second row. Group you up. Stick Khalida as much in the middle as we can. Try and get her ranged thing to hit as many as possible. I'd ideally like to... Which unit's that? We stick the... Will that work? I want to stick those guys on the edges, just so I'd rather get the more numerous units to be covered by the by Khalida's buff. There we go. We get a 15% missile damage and reload skill and armor piercing. Right, so you've got the net of ammo top now, which... Oh, we've got the upgraded version as well, so pretty much the only spell we want to cast. I mean, Shen's Burning Gaze will be fine in a pinch, but not that big a deal. Right, let's get you at the back. You, I believe, get to benefit from Leader's buffs as well. Let's stick these guys on the flanks. I'm not allowed to get any summoned units, am I? And I'll stick you guys on the flank as well. Do you? You're hidden there? Oh, that's alright. Okay. Let's start. Could I say? Oh, you've got some Pterodon riders. Do we have? Let's just have a quick look at the enemy army. We've got an All Blood and a Scarvet. They're going to be the worst bet, but we haven't got any Temple Guard, have we? So we'll just get the caskets to just shoot on those guys. Oh, we'll be getting our reinforcements in as well. Oh, what's the upgraded version of that? 18 plus an added area effect. It's relatively short range. Oh, cavalry. What I really want to do, actually, more than I really want to get them when they come into charge, I want to net them and then turn my archers to take them out. Now we're getting a bit of lag now. It's kind of like, it's really more just a bit of slow motion. Right, everybody turn to attack them. Oh, and I should have... Oh, there, nice. These guys seem to be taking a while to come in. My chariots haven't come in yet. Where's the, oh, the cold ones are coming down. Let's get Khalida to help out the, Oh, I've got the Helm of Discord here, which is nice. So done a lot of damage to these guys. Yeah, they're making a bit of a beeline for the Casket of Souls. Let's get these guys to run in now. You guys can shoot into the flanks and I'll probably get you to charge in a minute. Let's just pause it a second. I can't see anybody, can I? Let's get you guys in a group. Let's get you guys to come out. Where's my... Tomb King and 2 Prince. We'll just get you guys to run straight in. Let's not do anything too fancy with these guys. Let's just get them organised and get them in. Maybe try and get them set up on the flanks a touch. On this flank a touch. Wow, they're going down nicely. Just from Khalida. Oh, are my archers shooting at them?
As of demands.
Okay, let's get these archers back into half reasonable formation going forward. Let's oh, I pressed the wrong button. What does F do? Oh, it's toggle melee. Don't want to do that. Not for my archers. Ah, they're going to come back, aren't they? Carry on shooting at these guys, will you? And you can as well. Then you guys... No, come around the flanks a bit. Right, where's Khalida?
High Queen Khalida.
Let's get you to explode a bit.
My orders enacted.
For heavily!
This is where that regeneration would be nice. Where are my chariots? Oh, carrion. Carrion might be useful. Oh, let's get these guys in. Why are these guys not in? Let's get you after these. Trying to stop their artillery a bit. Where is my Lich Priest? Oh, he's over here. Let's net these guys a bit. Yeah, stop them coming in. Oh, it's taken a while, isn't it? Let's see what's going on. How's Khalida doing?
High Queen Khalida.
Let's see if she can try and get them. Have we got anybody? My main guys not really in combat. Are any of my guys actually getting into some kind of position? Let's get these come back. They obviously know. What's the speed of those guys? 48. Oh, skinks are fast, aren't they? They're really fast. Oh, chameleon skinks. 48 versus 70. Oh, yeah.
High Queen Khalida.
Wait, where's my tomb prince? Oh, there's a prince. Where's the king?
Tomb Prince!
Wow, these guys really do like to stick around. Right, let's get these guys in. Oh. It's a massacre. Awesome. Just for funsies, where's... Wow, they're getting proper matched. Let's just stop them from running away. Holy shoot 'em up. I don't know to what extent, as far as experience and stuff goes, if... so obviously I don't care about the casualties at this point, because it's settlement, they're all going to die anyway. But do my units get any extra experience at this stage, when they're just chasing down? You would think it's good target practice for the archers at least, if nothing else. I'm probably just shooting half my own guys, aren't I? Oh, I don't think... Did that spell even work? Just one that was one of my units that just evaporated then. God, I've got... When did that mod stop working? I got a mod that reduced the amount of arrow trails, which is supposed to help with the performance, but maybe they've improved it a bit, because I always thought it reduced it too much, and you couldn't really see. It's been a while since I played like the base kind of thing. Anyway, enough toying with the enemy. It's like cat playing with the rat after it's killed it. Playing with a dead body. That's an odd analogy. 163 kills for that unit. 120 for the category of souls. I think it becomes a bit of an issue with the target point. I told it to attack the unit, and I never gave it a new target. And I think once it gets too close and they get into combat, they don't tend to shoot as much. That's what it feels like anyway. I find that with the archers as well. Sometimes they stop shooting altogether. But they don't just automatically go and target somebody else. So I'm probably better off not letting it auto-target. And not selecting the target at all. Unless it's something specific. So if in that instance there was temple guards, you know, I'd want to target them first. But then I could just as easily, I think the Castle Assault's a bit more of an area of effect, so you kind of want to get it attacking where there's a clump of guys. Yes, all my frontline units get a massive beating, as per usual. It's not entirely surprising, but their job is not to kill the enemy, their job is just to hold them up. Khalida only got 12 kills actually. I'm not entirely sure what killed the pterodons, you know. I'm not sure if some of my archers started shooting at them. Because they came in to attack the Cascade of Souls. I don't imagine that beat them up in close combat. And
Victory!
oh, maybe it was Khalida. I guess she's supposed to be good. She's got a high thing. She's supposed to be good against one-on-one. Oh, I never thought to give her the Dragonstone, I think it was. Anyway, we should be completing a mission for this. Oh, have you been sacked? Huh. 685 seems like a lot to me anyway,
My
though,
queendom expands.
but I want this settlement. Confident attacker.